Alright, what is up everybody? This is Zach Zacharias. We are back again with more of Avernum 4, Greed and Glory. Let's go ahead and continue here. We're in the Honeycomb. Boy, do I definitely have memories of being in the Honeycomb in the, at least the first two Avernum games. The third one, you weren't in Avernum, technically. You were only in Upper Avernum in the surface, but yeah. And of course, I face off with some spraying shrubs. I don't want to go downstairs yet, though, because I do want to explore this section as a whole first. Ah! Well, what we do have to back us up is mass healing. Thank goodness for that spell. The only reason why the Winter Wolf is not attacking them is because it's neutral rather than friendly. If it was friendly, then it would, like, fight on our side. I'm definitely going to have to play this over again on my own time. Just to, like, experiment with other builds, stuff like that. But for this Let's Play, I am not restarting the walkthrough again, just to have a build I prefer. Because I wanted to go into this kind of blind anyway, since I'm already very experienced with the past Spyro software games and knew exactly what I wanted to do and build. Alright, more lights. The Honeycomb is definitely an interesting section in all the games that it's in. Like I said, with the Avernum 3 Ruined World, you never were in Avernum. The closest you were to was Upper Avernum. Because your main job in Avernum 3 Ruined World was being on the surface. I'm glad the pull spells are a little bit more viable now, because in previous games they weren't really super viable. Or I guess they were, but at the same time they weren't as damaging as they are, so Jeff, I think, did buff them here. And I think I screwed up here because my characters are almost on the verge of dying here. But Azrael is not slowed down, so we'll just do a mass healing. But yeah, the pull spells are definitely buffed in this one, I think. You just have to be careful to not get your characters on the pool. Otherwise, they'll take damage too and suffer from the effect. Okay, Icy Geode. Ooh, no, pick that up. Wait, was there an Icy Geode in this section too? No, just mushrooms. Famous last words, but I think the Honeycomb so far in the first two Avernum games were a lot more annoying than they are right now. I know, I say that, but then it's going to throw something at me, probably, that will say that. So yeah, famous last words, but we'll see. I mean, Jeff always has a way of surprising me whenever he remasters stuff. Corrupting Baton. Okay. Wait. Wands do not cause friendly fire damage. Okay, good to know. Steel Dagger. I think we already have decent daggers at this point, though. Somebody in my comment section on one of these videos brought up how I could just use, like, the plus signs to save myself from clicking, but I don't know, I tend to forget that a lot. If you watch my walkthroughs of the re-remastered Avernum trilogy, as well as Avernum, and even Geneforge, I still forget to do that. So I don't know, I guess I'm just clicking. I'm just used to clicking a lot. But if you do think it's easier to just use these, then that is more than fair. I don't know, I guess I was just used to, like, doing all the extra clicking, and never really thought about doing anything beyond that. Dang, this is a lot of biting. Get out of here with that. Oh yeah, I forgot regenerating at level 3. With heal now. How do I... I want to try to put lights on there. This is really just for, like... You can place items in quick use slots on the inventory window. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try to at least utilize it to an extent, though. But yeah, I tend to forget that I can do that. I mean, it might save me a lot of clicking, but I just tend to forget it. Yeah, it was really no different from, like, when I played these in the past. So yeah, nothing on anyone that does utilize those. It's just I've never really gotten the hang of considering that as an option. But in truth, I probably should. Even then, I'm going to tend to forget. Ooh, knowledge brew. Okay. Alright, who has the least right now? Because I know some of my people have gotten KO'd often. I guess we can just use it on Dante here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna just go right back to, you know, me just going back to this anyway, just to use it, rather than use the quick use buttons. Yeah, I know it might help me out a little bit more, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just so used to just going right to these rather than use quick use. But if you find it easier to play that way, then you can. I mean, again, this is not me just ragging on people who do use the quick use buttons. It's just something I've never thought about doing. In all the monsters I've played of Spider-Web software, I've never thought about using it. So that's really just a personal thing. If you prefer to use them, go right ahead. I think I just like using these and having them all on one screen at once. Like I said, I know it might save me some clicking. It's not really an issue for me. Alright, was there... Okay, there's a lamp on the ground. Yeah, the honeycomb is quite big here. You know what? I might just go ahead and keep exploring the outside in the meantime until I can get as much as I can of this uncovered first, before I even try to go down in the underground. I mean, we technically are underground, but you all know what I mean. Whatever leads down the stairs. At least they do give you an idea of where, like, these open chasms are that you can't cross, so... Yeah, it's definitely one complicated mix of... pathways here. I guess another reason why I don't really use, like, the quick save slots as much is because I've even done that as a kid, you know, playing these games, when I don't think quick save slots were even an option. I just went right back to the inventory, right back to the item screen, right back. So, old habits die hard, I guess. But that all said, I do appreciate that Jeff does give those options for you if you prefer quick access to certain things. I just tend to forget. Okay, battling some Sleater, and blah. I mean, even saying Sleater tends to be a mouthful for me as well. Oh, you want to curse Sabrina with immobility, huh? Well, have fun with that then. Oh, I didn't mean to try to end combat. Oh, dang, another submission fungus. Ooh, we have some bandits over here, too. Okay, so that killed him rather fast. I do like Aura of Comfort a whole lot. That is actually very handy. Although the freaking Hellhound... Okay, well that's something to be aware of. The freaking friendly fire from the Hellhound I summoned well. Okay, I don't have anything that can heal or cure right now. Maybe Jeff should have considered friendly fire from the summon creatures as well. Yeah, I'm still burning, technically. Oh, well, it's not like it's doing a significant amount of damage to me, so not that big a deal, but still. Okay, got them. Ooh, faith armor is very useful. Bronze broadsword, energy elixir. Word of elements. I wonder if I should switch to that one. Because that is a very effective one as well. Alright, got more of the... Got another icy geode. Ice Worm Mommy. As this bulbous worm dies, it lets out one final screech. Hear cracking and slithering all around you. Eggs, carefully left buried in piles of ice, are hatching. Well, ain't that just great? But we can definitely kill them. Oh, did we only need 5? Ooh, 400 coins for them? Oh, I'll gladly do that. Oh no, I don't want to sell that. I want to put that in my inventory. Yeah, using that is very helpful. Day 38 of the shades still terrorizing the towns. And we're not even remotely close to trying to get rid of them, but you know what, that's okay. Oh, no, 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 I don't want to go down yet. I wanted to actually... Oh, but if I go back into town now, that might actually restore me and take off the ward. Actually, you know what? The only thing that restored me was the altar, so I think I can get away with going into town here. Maxfield takes the geos. Good, I can use these to test the plant's resistance to cold. He leaves and returns shortly with a sack of silver coins. You wonder where this humble farmer got them. Probably Tower Colony funding. Although Murtis doesn't have strong walls, it does have armed and alert guards. Complacency is deadly in a land like Avernum, especially here, where stray skeletons often approach. Legard warns you to be very careful about the undead. They're a constant threat in these caves. They tend to stay away from town, but the moment you leave the safety of Murtis, you are at risk. Alright, we still need to find Hoshar. Hunting the worm, we'll get that quest cleared out. A lot of stuff is going to be in the Honeycomb, though. Clearing the spiral, hunt down Crane. Deliver Tower Magi, Cauldron spawn. Hunting the worm. Voice of the World. Okay, that's just another way down. If lost, do not count on rescue party. Ooh, okay. Okay, so now we're out of the Honeycomb. And at front gate. You are surprised to find another group of adventurers in this cavern. They've recently killed a small band of bandits, enriching themselves in the process. The bodies are by the west wall. These four travelers look weary, battle-hardened, and very unhappy to see you. Their warrior immediately walks to the front and says, "Not so fast, you can turn back right now. We're on a mission for someone in Murtis. We're hunting these tunnels. If you try to go through our camp, we're going to stop you. What is your mission?" "To find some bandits for an envoy of the crown. The reward goes to the first to report the deed. That's going to be us, not you. Why are you stuck out here?" "The bandits have a gate stronger than we expected. We're going to force it. Otherwise, we'll have to find another way in. Now that it's your business, you're about to leave. By acting this way, aren't you just becoming a bandit yourself?" "Wow, isn't that ironic? We will debate the subtle points of this moral quandary after we've collected our reward." He points down the corridor you came from. "Why don't you just back that way and ponder the injustice of it all? You talk to a fellow Avernite this way?" He laughs. "Fellow Avernite, we're surfacers, come to one place where we're free to take the wealth for our own. Easy prey. Avernites are weak. You dare try to stop me? Stand aside or I will destroy you." The adventurers aren't the slightest bit afraid of you. They cast quick glances at each other. Their leader nods. They draw their weapons. Unfortunate, but not uncommon. Some people see Avernum as a wild frontier where they can act however they want. One of the many reasons adventurers have such short lifespans. One-Eyed Eddie. Gortham. Well, they're soon about to learn the error of their ways. Oh boy, this is probably going to be over quick then, isn't it? This doesn't cause friendly fire for Dante, will it? Dang it, it does. Okay. They're not even that strong, but they still decided it was best to challenge me. They can be useful for crafting, a new longbow, iron broadsword. You know, I want to do a little bit more damage, so we'll go ahead and put that on. I know the discipline blade is useful, but I want to do a little bit more damage here. You know what? At the end of the day, that was their own fault. I mean, could have worked together, but alright, that's back up. Sweaty and tired, you climb over the last bit of rubble left by a huge cavequake. Considering how much rubble came down, you were surprised that the whole gallery didn't collapse. At the far end, you find an abandoned worksite. Nobody has been out here in years. They were lengthening this tunnel, sloped upward at a sharp angle. You suspect they were trying to reach the surface. A direct road from the surface to Avernum, removing the need for any portals or other trickery, is a long-held dream of the underworld. Maybe in a more peaceful time, someone can come out here and resume the work. It will require enormous effort. One in the Inferno. Ooh, that is very good. I'm definitely hanging on to that one. So, yeah. Found a distant tunnel. Okay, that's an entrance somewhere. Sleater. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to go back there, but this passage is one way. If you proceed, you won't be able to return. Select again to go through. Okay, no, I don't want to go down there yet then. Okay, that's... Okay, I don't want to go down through any of these yet. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy up here. There is a hermit sitting by this fire, not surprising. Avernum has always had a strong appeal to misanthropes and recluses. If you want to get away from everything, that is more possible down here than anywhere else. The man is surprisingly neat and clean. He probably bathes in the underground sea, barely visible to the north. He is stirring the fire and muttering to himself. He knows you're here. He's just ignoring you. He does keep some intriguing company, though. To approach him, you had to pass by 2 rows of skeletons. They are animated. They stand under their own power. However, they are old and fragile, almost ready to fall apart. Finally, after a long, contemptuous pause, the man sighs and looks up. Well, I imagine you aren't going anywhere until I talk to you. I am Sleater. State your business. I am trying to destroy the undead around Murtis. Oh, really? And they finally got around to sending someone out here to see what I have to say. About time. You are lucky I stayed in the area at all. After the snubbing I got, I came out there, surrendered my solitude, and I found that the mayor wasn't even in town. Well, I will not help again without an apology. The mayor wasn't there because he was busy getting killed. And nobody else could see me, learn what I had to say, inexcusable, and on the mayor's part, careless. Alright, I sincerely apologize on behalf of Murtis. Sleater nods, mollified. There, how difficult was that? Now I will aid you against the undead. After all, such creatures are an infection. If they are not stopped at Murtis, they will spread and disturb my tranquility. I have encountered these undead. I captured a few and tested them. He points out the skeletons. I understand the spell that protects the attackers and gives them their remarkable hardiness. I know how easy it is to disrupt it. I hope that you are competent. The spell is draining, and I cannot cast it on every fool who putters through my cave. Hold out your hands. Sleater reaches out and grabs him tightly, muttering a spell as he does so. Your hands burn and glow blue. Interestingly, the glow can't reach the spot where your hand was marked. It is quite painful. You try to pull away, but Sleater has a surprisingly strong grip. You stay there, trapped until the spell is complete. Then, gasping, you pull your hands away. What did you just do? Disrupt the shield surrounding the undead for a short time. Strike true with your blows. That should be all that is required to disrupt the shield. And then the undead can be destroyed? It seems likely. The shield will still protect it from your weapons. However, you can burn it away with a few final magical blows. What are you doing out here? Enjoying my solitude. The peace of my thoughts. You are disturbing me. I don't like you. Aren't you afraid of being out here alone? He makes an idle gesture at the fire. The flames instantly shoot up, becoming a roaring blaze that reaches up above your head. Sleater makes another gesture. Then the fire dies down again. Afraid? Not so much. What are you thinking about? He shakes his head. If I tell you what I ponder, you will only pollute my calm and carefully balanced thoughts with your stupidity. What are those skeletons for? Research. Also, they keep me company. They don't keep distracting me with mindless chat. Is there a safe place to rest around here? Sleater sighs. I suppose I can't allow you to die just because you're annoying. He unlocks the door to his home. You may rest. Clean off your shoes before you enter. Can you teach me anything? He snorts. What? Magic? Alchemy? The secret wisdom of the ages? Go back to town, adventurer. I am no mere tinker. Sleater makes a face. He is eager to return to his solitude and misanthropy. More talking? Alright, what is it? Every once in a while, the bones of skeleton companions twitch. He ignores this. What is in these caves? Bandits and vermin. They learned long ago that I am best left alone. There is also the lair, of course, which once held a recluse of much greater repute than I. Who lived here? Who lived here? Sleater points to the northeast, suddenly more engaged in the conversation. That used to be the lair of the mighty and secretive dragon Atheron. There she lived, and, if rumors are true, laid a mighty clutch of eggs. She was hiding from the Empire, of course. Then she left. Her lair remains full of secrets. Why did she hide from the Empire? Because, in those times, the Empire hunted to extinction all manner of magical creatures, including dragons, with great success. Where did she go? Who knows? What sort of secrets are in there? Sleater shakes his head. No, I don't think I'm going to share any valuable information with you. You might be able to help me, but you must prove yourself. He thinks. Murtis is having one of his little undead flare-ups. If you can help them resolve that, I might find you worthy of my time. Okay, so we got a free rest here. Actually, let's go ahead and save this for later. Even though we can get through it now. Alright, we'll eventually get around to the undead, but I do want to go ahead and explore the rest of the Honeycomb first. Hopefully, Sleater's blessing doesn't ever wear off, but I doubt it if it's, Okay, let's go ahead and just exploring every nook and cranny here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Got some Neferum here.
I wonder if I should just go ahead and take on the undead now and worry about the honeycomb stuff afterward. But then again, I do like to be consistent with which areas I explore first. Okay, got some rocks right here. Dagnabbit. Oh, these are no problem. I say that now, but there is an affair here. Cavewood bow, thick leather gloves. Screw you, brain rat.
Alright. Alright, with that in mind, I'm going to make sure the game is saved right here, and I'll see you on the next part.